Today, we are diving into the 7 different areas or cities that people are fleeing from in Iowa. Using all the statistics and data on migration, we're going to go over what's driving people to pack up their belongings and move on out. Let's get started. First up is rural Iowa. Iowa is known for its acreages and small towns, but it is losing some of its luster. People are leaving rural Iowa due to fewer job opportunities, farm consolidation, and a growing preference for suburban living, causing many small towns to see population decline. However, some of these towns are taking a new approach by focusing on improving quality of life instead of chasing population growth. With local investments in community spaces, small businesses, and revitalized downtowns, places like Washington, Iowa are proving that even in shrinking towns, there is a thriving, close-knit community ready to welcome newcomers. These areas offer a peaceful, rewarding lifestyle for those seeking a change of pace and a sense of belonging. Now, in case you are watching for your first time, I am Tony Lucan, the head realtor for the Living in Iowa team, and if you want to know everything there is to know about the state of Iowa, then make sure you subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications, so each time we come out with a new video on all things Iowa, you're notified. Second up is Dubuque, Iowa. Dubuque is in the northeast part of the state on the very border of the Mississippi River. People are leaving Dubuque, Iowa primarily due to economic shifts and a lack of high-paying job opportunities in certain sectors, especially as manufacturing has declined over time. While Dubuque has made strides in many areas like tourism and technology, some residents have moved to larger cities for more diverse employment options and better wages. Between 2010 and 2020, Dubuque's population growth slowed, with some areas seeing stagnation or slight declines, although the overall population remained fairly stable at around 60,000 people. Additionally, Dubuque has faced challenges in retaining young professionals, who often leave for more urbanized areas. Despite this, the city is investing in revitalization and a workforce development to create a more attractive environment for residents. Next up on our list is Waterloo, Iowa. This is nearly smack dab in the center of northeast Iowa. People are fleeing Waterloo due to a combination of economic, social, and demographic challenges. Job losses in manufacturing, which once formed the backbone of the local economy, have contributed significantly to outmigration. According to the U.S. Census data, Waterloo lost about 4.3% of its population from 2010 to 2020, with the population decreasing from approximately 68,400 to 65,400. As you see in this graph, the population since the 1980s hasn't seen an increase. Additionally, issues like high poverty rates and crime in certain areas have driven residents to seek better job prospects and living conditions elsewhere. However, Waterloo is actively working to revitalize its downtown, invest in a new infrastructure, and create more opportunities, offering hope for a brighter future as it seeks to attract businesses and new residents to its growing cultural and recreational spaces. With Cedar Falls, its northern suburb, and one of the nicest places to live in Iowa, I wouldn't be shocked if the two side-by-side cities couldn't turn around, as it is an absolutely gorgeous part of the state. Fourth on our list is the city of Council Bluffs. People are leaving Council Bluffs, Iowa, primarily due to economic factors and competition with nearby Omaha, Nebraska, which offers more job opportunities and amenities. Many residents have moved across the river to Omaha for better employment prospects, as Council Bluffs has struggled with slower economic growth and fewer high-paying jobs. Between 2010 and 2020, Council Bluffs experienced a slight population decrease of about 1%, dropping from around 62,600 to 61,800 people, according to the U.S. Census data. However, despite this outmigration, Council Bluffs has been working to improve its local economy through revitalization projects, attracting new businesses, and enhancing its recreational amenities to retain and draw residents. Number 5 on our list is Fort Dodge. People are leaving Fort Dodge, Iowa due to a decline in manufacturing jobs, which has historically been a key part of the local economy. As industries have downsized or relocated, job opportunities have diminished, leading to outmigration, particularly among younger residents seeking employment elsewhere. According to the U.S. Census data, Fort Dodge saw a population decline of about 4% from 2010 to 2020, with the population dropping from around 25,200 to 24,000 even. Additionally, challenges related to housing and limited economic diversification have contributed to the decline. However, Fort Dodge is working on revitalization efforts, including improvements to infrastructure and the development of new businesses, which could help stabilize the population in the future. Number 6 on our list is Kakak. People are leaving Kakak, Iowa due to the combination of economic challenges, including the decline of manufacturing jobs and a lack of new employment opportunities, which has contributed to outmigration. The city has struggled to attract new industries, leading many residents to move to larger cities for work. According to the U.S. Census data, Kakak saw a population decline of around 7.1% from 2010 to 2020, with the population dropping from around 10,780 to 10,020 people. Additionally, issues such as aging housing stock and limited access to amenities have made it less appealing for younger generations to stay. However, Kakak is working on revitalization efforts to improve infrastructure and boost its economy, aiming to create a more attractive environment for residents. Last on our list is Burlington. People are leaving Burlington, Iowa, mainly due to the decline in manufacturing jobs and limited economic diversification, which has led to fewer employment opportunities. As industries have downsized or closed, younger residents in particular have sought better job prospects in larger cities. According to U.S. Census data, Burlington's population decreased by about 6.1% from 2010 to 2020, dropping from approximately 25,663 people to 20,088 people. Challenges like aging infrastructure and limited amenities have contributed to outmigration. However, Burlington is focusing on revitalization projects and efforts to attract new businesses in order to improve the local economy and retain residents. Before we wrap this video up, let's take a look at the fastest growing city of Tiffin, Iowa, that is a suburb of Iowa City. From 2023 to 2024, Tiffin grew from 6,300 people to almost 7,000 people, or just about 10% growth in 1 year. If you lived in Tiffin in 2010, you would have lived in a small town of just around 2,000 people, where today it has grown by approximately 350% from back in 2010. The reason it is growing is it is easy access to Iowa City and Cedar Rapids, as you can jump on Interstate 380 very easily. Also, it is close to Interstate 80 if you want to jump over to Des Moines, Iowa. That would be just over an hour-and-a-half drive. With job opportunities all around, it is no surprise that people are flocking here to get out of the city life, but be close enough to get there very easily. There you have it, the top 7 areas or cities people are fleeing in Iowa, and a glimpse into where people are moving to instead of those 7 places. Now, if you are interested in Iowa's second largest city in Cedar Rapids and 3 things I would change about Cedar Rapids, tap this link above. Thanks, and see you next week.